So hello everyone, back with a new video, trying to explain where all we went in my third trip of uh, southern India or south of Tungabhadra, Dakshina Pradesh. So after finishing Tirupati, after finishing visit of Tirumala, we descended, we came back to a room and changed clothes, and then we proceeded our entire convoy of so our entire group of 12 people in a urban vehicle. We proceeded to a place called Kadapa. I was trying to get everyone to move fast and visit Vantimitta Kodandarama Swami temple, but alas, that was not the case. And arrived, we looked at it late in the night, uh, and we came back to Kadapa and we halted there. So at Kadapa, it was a very interesting thing that happened. So the next day when we woke up, everyone was ready at 7:30 to the clock. Dot 7:30, everyone was ready, and we left to for Ahobilam. Ahobilam means the cave where there is a par. And that par, what is that par, you ask? Uh, that par is Narsimha. So it's said Ahobilam, the cave where there is a some par. So that par is Narsimha. So we started for Ahobilam, and the way we saw a very nice sculpture at Lower Ahobilam. And after that sculpture, we proceeded to the first temple. We got a guide also, and I'll recommend everyone to get a guide. There's a person called Uday. He was our guide. He took 2,000 rupees for 7 temples out of 9, because the other 2 temples are on the other side of the mountain, which takes around 4 hours complete time coming and back, coming and going to wrap. So for those 2 temples, investing 4 hours. On the other hand, the other 7 temples take 4 hours. So we chose the original 7 temples, and we proceeded to uh, those important temples. So we started with a particular temple called Chhatravata Narasimha. Chhatravat means Chhatra as in umbrella and Vat as in the tree, Vata Vruksh. So that form of Narasimha, which is in a very relaxed state of mind, who's under the who's sitting under a Vata Vruksh, who under the cover of a Vata Vruksh, and two Gandharvas or two divine dancers as they are called Aha and Uhu, are dancing around him, and he is sitting in Adi Tal. So he has got that dancing stage. So he's completely relaxed, and he has picked up that rhythm. So that kind of Narasimha is the first Narasimha that we begin with, and we saw the Chhatravat Narasimha. Proceeding from Chhatravat Narasimha, a brief about Ahobilam. Ahobilam means, as I said, the cave where there are 9 Narasimha. So in most of the Narasimha temples, you will see Narasimha idols inside a particular cave or at least some rock enclosure. So uh, different forms of Narasimha depending on their different moods and the different planets. Some planet of the 9 are attached to them. So the next temple that we proceeded to was the Yogananda Narasimha. And at the Yogananda Narasimha, near the Yogananda Narasimha, you'll find an enclosure which has which has the idols or replicas of the idols of all of the 9 Narasimhas. Because these other 4 or 5 of them are very inaccessible to most people, or at least non-trekkers. It's a very good stage. It's a very good thing that the replicas of all those idols are kept there, so you can at least have the darshan of them and understand what planet belongs to what graha, and what planet belongs to what form of Narasimha, and how is the distribution of those Narasimhas. So at Yogananda Narasimha, we had a visit, and the Archaka there, Srinivasa Sharma, if I'm not wrong, he is a very nice guy, very sweet guy. He is the one who tied this thread to me, and he said, I don't get any salary from the government. I'm just doing it out of sheer devotion. So I'm like, yeah, it is because of you that our culture has survived. People like you, right? Anyways, so proceeding from Yogananda Narasimha, we came to this place called Karanja Narasimha. Karanja Narasimha is this place where Hanuman was meditating, and Narasimha came and told him that in the next life, in my next avatar, I am coming. It is me who you will be worshipping. It is my name who you are chanting, because Hanuman. See, Hanuman is an immortal according to Hindu mythology. So Hanuman is sitting there. Hanuman is meditating, and Hanuman has to meditate. Uh, whenever Hanuman is meditating, he is remembering his God, which is Rama. So he's meditating and chanting Rama's name, and Narasimha says, "You're chanting my name. You don't know that it." So that is the place where Narasimha gave the divine darshan to Hanuman in Rama's form. So that is Karanja Narasimha. So after we finish Karanja Narasimha, there's a short walk, or either there's a free bus which is completely loaded, and you don't really get to stand or walk there. But anyways, so we boarded that bus for a kilometer or so, and we come to this place called Eguva or Kurodha Narasimha, which is the beginning of this place called Upper Ahobilam. Right. So at Upper Ahobilam, you visit this. We visited this temple of Upper Ahobilam, and in it I particularly saw that Narasimha is differently shaped, slightly differently shaped. He looks like he is an owl. At least it appeared to me. And he's inside a cave, and it's very dark. It's slightly dark there, and everyone was meditating, and sorry, everyone was worshipping him. One important thing that I saw was here too, as Dr. Chaitanya Sati had pointed out, that here too there is a sculpture of Hanuman and Garuda tussling with each other. By the way, the architecture and the minarets are definitely of Vijayanagar style, and it felt very nice to see all those things. So this is the sculpture. So the sculpture and the architectural style and the columns are very beautiful. But yeah, this is from where a trek starts. Now there are two trails. Trail number one is for two Narasimha temples. The Bhargav Narasimha at the base, and at the top there is Malola Narasimha. Sorry, not Bhargav, sorry, Varaha Narasimha at the base and Malola Narasimha at the top. Varaha Narasimha is, of course, Narasimha in the form of the boar. And Malola Narasimha at the top is that of uh, Lakshmi's lover, right? So he is also in a sort of a mellow mood. So yeah, after that we proceeded to Malova Narasimha. We had took darshan there. After descent, we saw Varaha Narasimha temple. This is from where the trail splits and the actual Ahobilam trek begins. So this Ahobilam trek is all the way to Jwala Narasimha, which is the most fierce form of Narasimha, and it is very staring up at the intestines of the demon Hiranyakashipu. I hope everyone knows about the story of Hiranyakashipu and Narasimha, the avatar of Vishnu's fourth avatar. So yeah, so this is where we start climbing, and the trail was very beautiful. And once we came at the top, right in front of the temple, there's a Rakta Kund, or the place where Narasimha is believed to have washed his hands after killing the demon Hiranyakashipu. And yeah, in the trail, in the midpoint also, like right from Jwala Narasimha, there is a trek of a 3-hour trek upstairs, which will take you to the Ugra Stambham, or the pillar from which Narasimha is believed to have appeared. So there are multiple contradictions here, because one belief also states that Narasimha appeared out of a pillar in Multan today, present day Multan. It's a question where it came from, but at least it's the local belief. So, anyways, once we climbed that, once we took the darshan of Jwala Narasimha, we descended. We came back to uh, Upper Ahobilam temple, and there we had lunch at a very nice satram, or a food distribution place. And after that, we descended and we came back to the lower Ahobilam temple. And there we came back to the lower Ahobilam Narsimha Lakshmi Narsimha Swami temple, which is the grandest temple of all, largest complex. And there we saw this very famous column that has Narsimha emerging out of a column. That's where it is located, and another Narsimha column. So after all that, we started on our way to Markapur, because at Markapur, we had decided to stay, because for the next day we had to proceed to Srisailam. So yeah, this is the Ahobilam day. Some information about the Sri Ahobilam Matha. Here in Pune, there is a branch of Sri Ahobilam Math at Pashan. And yeah, the philosophy of the Sri Ahobilam Math again is Vishishta Advaita, because it was this Sri Ahobilam Math follows the philosophy of Vedanta Deshika. Vedanta Deshika is one of the staunchest in the Vishishta Advaita philosophy, perhaps the second most, immediately after Ramanujacharya. And Vedanta Deshika has written lots of works, hundreds of works. In Dushyant Sridhar's words, he's not just Dushyant Sridhar's, in most Vishishtadvaitin's words, he is Kavitarkika Simham, or the lion of the poets and philosophers. So, lion amongst the poets and the philosophers. So, Vedanta Deshika, you'll, as if you had seen any of my preceding pictures, you'll see that there is Ramanujacharya portrayed, and Vedanta Deshika is also frequently portrayed. So, yeah. After Lower Ahobilam temple, we proceeded to Markapur and stayed there. Next day, we proceeded to Srisailam. So this was day 3 of our trip to Andhra Pradesh. Thank you.